Doctor, what exactly is the medulla oblongata? The medulla oblongata is the marrow of the brain, which extends from the upper cervical cord to the pons. And, doctor, does it contain vital centers regulating heart action? Yes, it does. Vasomotor activity, respiration, deglutition, and vomiting. Doctor, the mesencephalon is what? It is the midbrain. And what exactly is the midbrain? The midbrain, or mesencephalon, extends from the pons below the forebrain above and is composed of nuclei and bundles of fibers. Doctor, what is the pons? The pons is a part of the mesencephalon, the afterbrain, composed of bundles of fibers and nuclei, which are located between the medulla and the midbrain. Doctor, what about the meninges? The meninges are covering membranes of the brain and the spinal cord. The dura mater? The dura mater serves as the outer protective coat and is composed of strong fibrous tissue. The arachnoid? The arachnoid is the middle layer and consists of thin meshwork. The subarachnoid space contains cerebrospinal fluid. Finally, doctor, the pia mater. The pia mater dips down between the convolutions and adheres closely to the brain. Doctor, what is the nucleus? The nucleus is a group of nerve cells within the central nervous system. And the basal nuclei? The basal nuclei is a group of nerve cells within the central nervous system, which comprises the ganglia. And what are lateral ventricles, doctor? Lateral ventricles are fluid-filled spaces, one in each cerebral hemisphere. The third ventricle, doctor? The third ventricle is a fluid-filled space beneath the corpus callosum. And the cerebral aqueduct? The cerebral aqueduct is a narrow canal which connects the third and fourth ventricles. And the fourth ventricle, doctor? It is an expansion of the central canal of the medulla oblongata. The ventricles contain cerebrospinal fluid, which is formed by the capillaries of the choroid plexuses. Doctor, the fluid seeps, does it, from the third ventricle into the cerebral aqueduct? Yes, it does, as well as into the fourth ventricle, and from there into the central canal. Does it reach, doctor, the subarachnoid space? Yes, it does, through openings in the roof of the fourth ventricle, and circulates around the cord and brain in this space. Thus, doctor, does it provide a water cushion and shock absorber for the delicate nerve tissue? Yes, it does. What is the spinal cord, doctor? The spinal cord is a portion of the central nervous system located in the vertebral canal and giving rise to 31 pairs of spinal nerves. It extends from the foramen magnum to the second lumbar vertebra and is composed of white substance which surrounds the inner gray matter of the cord. Doctor, several lengthwise grooves demarcate the white matter, is that true? Yes, it is. And into the long posterior median septum almost separates the cord into two equal halves. Doctor, what about the white matter, which consists of myelinated fibers arranged in longitudinal bundles and grouped into three columns, the anterior, lateral, and posterior funiculi? Yes, those are afferent white fibers which form the ascending nerve tracts which carry impulses from the cord to the brain. And those efferent white fibers, doctor, represent what? They represent the descending nerve tracts which bring messages from the brain to the cord. Doctor, the gray matter is H-shaped, is it? Yes, it is, in cross-section and consists mainly of cell bodies. The anterior horn contains motor cells from which the motor fibers of the peripheral neurons arise. Sensory relay neurons are located at the posterior horn. Doctor, the diagnostic terms which you relate in your medical report are amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, yes, degenerative disease of the lateral motor tracts of the spinal cord arising and causing widespread muscle wasting, weakness, fasciculations, and usually a mild degree of spastic paralysis of the lower extremities. And doctor, what is the amencephalus? The amencephalus is the absence of brain. And the brain abscess, that is a localized lesion of suppuration within the brain, generally secondary to ear infection, sinusitis, and other illnesses. Doctor, what is a brain tumor, intracranial tumor? It is a benign or malignant space-occupying brain lesion. And the adnexal tumor? The adnexal tumor is derived from pineal body or choroid plexus.
That was a brain buster.
How you go? Did you get it?
Yeah.